Hello, everybody. How's things? Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday at this point. Welcome to Y Oscar, Daria, Indisco, Shorty, Freak Factor, Mad Cat, TW, Innominated, Seth, Combi Bear, Shogun, Ear Nerd, Astronaut, Tony, Hello, Cracker, Silas, Hexacon, Fall Off the 12, Logomorph, Alokin, Stargazer, and Joan B. Zordraco, Slowy, Wolfie, Carson, Epace, Windside Brain, L2, Velia Norba, Hop Chaser, Brain Manager, Zocoded, Seok, Sandpipe, Bobber, Meddler, Growler, and The Reckoning. What an array or parade of names. How's it going, everybody? Also, I do not know what Project Hail Mary is, John B. Maybe educate. An erst. Time to run some ghost sites. Prices are going up. Again, finally. Why would that be? Oh yeah, I mean, if capitals die, I guess. The blue items, how are they called? The blue ones, which once were 300 million ISK, they might go back up again. They were like 30 million for a while. I forgot what the name is. Well, today plan is to look into whatever happens to the election at downtime. In the meantime, I have no idea. We'll just figure it out. Mendo Kazai, hello Moya. Chethros, welcome as well. I will love the Project Hail Mary statement. Okay. Today plan is AD. Oh, you mean add? Okay. Expecting track extension? I do. Something is going to happen to the election that was mentioned at the start. The last week is going to heat up things. You know, it's closer to the actual election. That's where things heat up. Makes sense. Ezra, greetings. Do I expect the track extension in particular? Kind of, yeah. But maybe it's something else, right? We'll have to wait for another hour and 5 minutes to get some patch notes and figure out what's going to happen. Hello, Gen Z. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's open the map, because that's always a good thing in these days. We have a red dot because, well, 145 people are in Atioth right now, and then what's happening in Enel? 120 in system at this time, as in undocked, right? And we got 92 in B tag 9. That's interesting. Let's take a peek. What are they doing there? Last week? Ah, you think feed pics of the candidates are going to be leaked. All right. I have no idea. Hello, Kwas. Greetings. All right, I'm in B tag 9. And there is 100 in local now. Plus, a lot of them seem to be undocked. Let's see what that means. Let's go Panda Cam. I thought I had other bookmarks for this. That's weird. Let's warp, see what happens. Is that a bridge? Maybe, at some point. Alright, we'll keep that up. Maybe they're preparing something. Also, I actually had an idea on how to solve the node crashing problem, and maybe even to an extent the tie-dye problem. And it's, yeah, let's actually talk about around downtime, or just before downtime. Maybe it's a bit too early for that a brain fart, but maybe it could even work. Who knows? Greetings, Quaddy. How's it going? If it's more track, you hope it includes a bit more free favor. We'll see what's gonna happen. You didn't? Okay, brain fart. I had one, so. Alright, we got 120 in local. Maybe let's put that cam on the bottom center. See what's going on. Bottom right, actually. Gosh, my brain is slow these days. How do we do this? That one. More squirrels in the server? No, not really. It's about... You know how AT works? So I'm putting it in a room. We might probably talk about it later. But what if each side of a conflict who wants to dish it out on a grid gets the same amount of points they can use on that grid? As in, you know, instead of just 100 points or whatever it was in the AT. So every ship has a certain point value, obviously not related to any event that's going on right now. Just generally, I don't know, Titans cost that much, whatever capitals that much, these ships cost that much. And then, depending on the objective, both sides can bring the same amount of points. And once these are exhausted on grid, they can leave grid if they want to free up some points and bring something else. Or, well, that's it. And then have them dish it out. There must be probably a significant error in this thought. But so far, I need your help to... Ooh. Titan is bridging. The Titan is bridging. What did it bridge? A battle cruiser and a purifier. No, a crucifier. That's what I saw. Wonder where to. What I'm describing would be fair, and therefore it is not Eve. No, I was really wondering, how can you stop from the defender to just clog the system, or the attacker to clog the system? I mean, that's not... You're basically abusing a fact or a mechanic in a way that doesn't lead to any good fights. So what's the point? Or any fights whatsoever, just weird disconnects and everybody complaining and rollback shit and whatnot. Wouldn't it be favorable to just limit the amount of points for each side on a grid and then have an actual enjoyable fight? You're all for it, DM Disco, but only if Erst is going to film it and be the commentator. Oof. How do you determine each side correctly? So, if you want to load in that specific grid for the fight, Wolfie, you're going to be assigned to the side. I mean, if you're part of Alliance A, Alliance B, Alliance C, they're going to just choose, hey, I'm red, and the other ones are going to be choosing, I'm blue, or whatever. And I don't say it's easy, and it's not an easy fix, but it could be an idea to figure out, to let them choose a side and then go in. And yeah, sure, they might be just choosing the other side to mess with them and whatnot, but then you ban people because that's against the rules, for example. Could be doable, right? So no more third party. So epes, that's actually one thing I don't know how to... Maybe there's a third-party allocation it pays for this. Who knows? Like, you have the two sides, and then you have another third of points, which can be third parties or whatever. So, okay, you know, I haven't thought this through. It just came up like, why not have some system like this? Why not follow down or think around that? And then you kind of have actual fights and not I don't know who gets to crash the node and who is better at logging in afterwards, which is a stupid game to play, right? Who knows? There's a lot of what if, obviously, but I mean, other than that, do you really want to play this game? Like, whichever side locks in the most accounts on the grid that is going to be contested wins? I mean, what kind of fuck shit is this? That's not even a game, that's a login simulator, right? Points for ships on grid, black hole, and both sides, both main factions get the same allocation of points. That's the basic idea. There probably needs to be a lot of thought put into this, but I would find this avenue an interesting thing to explore. Okay, that being said, I'll say something controversial. Who knows? It's the amount of entities on grid red more. These entities can be drones, don't have to be drones. If you can put 10,000 entities in on a grid, Imperium will bring 10,000. If you can put 15,000 on a grid, they will bring 15,000. So again, what's the point of this? Who can stuff more shit on a grid first to have an advantage, or I don't know, something. What if a side chooses to spend their points on a swarm of frigates? So here's the thing, Innominators. I would probably design the point system so that you can't do that. As in, well, you can, but the number of frigates which have the lowest amount of points, and the total points per side available would make it so that even if you bring the worst case, as in you just bring frigates for all your points, will not crash the grid. That would be kind of the idea. I mean, Lemming, that's not something you can address there, really, or change. That's just the way it is. Make a system-wide effect that makes drones unusable if there's more than 1,000 K players in the system. Yeah, but if you wanted to bring a drone comp to the fight, so coded, because it makes sense, and then you just get shot down using this comp because the other guy already brought enough stuff in, so you can't use it. That's not a solution there. That's kind of weird. Again. But if you give each side the same amount of points to dish it out in a fight with vessels of their choosing, as long as they don't exceed the points, that's why Alliance tournament is fair, right? Why cannot that not work on a bigger scale? That's all I'm asking. I changed the game to play RTS with dice. Oh shit. No, I don't have a solution, The Reckoning. I have a question. Why is this idea bad? Vela Norva has an opinion. Best outcome would be the design so that within the war it happens in multiple sectors with limitations on numbers in one system. Yeah, the thing, if you start limiting the amount of people that can be in a system, one side is going to just clock the system sooner than the other, and you have the same issue. It's not going to solve the problem. But if you allow both parties, or whatever parties, maybe it's 3x parties, to have the same amount of points in the system, they could bring things, but not clog it. That's what I meant earlier, Zocoded. We need to figure out, the question. Yeah, but what is with third parties? Will they get some allocation? And, a camera on grid, Zocoded, is a bit different from you know, a ship that is actively engaging in the combat, launching drones, interacting with others. So that's not exactly. I guess this is the camera problem is not, shouldn't be a reason why you do or do not do something. That's completely irrelevant, I would guess. As for the third parties, yeah, there has to be something in that regard as well, right? Could be a raffle system. Sign up for a fight. List, choose your side. Choose your side, yeah, and then the raffle chooses who wins. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. The current way of doing things is not working. Clearly, the node crashes, and any side of the conflict can just do that whenever they want, and then claim, yeah, that was not intentional. Sure. Hello, Jameson. How's it going? Wolfie had a comment. AT points are based on ship's power, not number of entities. If you assign points by entity, drone boats will have a very high cost and thus will eliminate a mechanic from the game because no one will want to fight with drone boats. It comes down to the objective, really, Wolfie, I would say. Also, that might not be the only thing you can do, right? Maybe you can optimize the way drones are being worked with. As in, right now they're treated as individual entities. Maybe you can move them more closer to how fighters work, although fighters are also a problem. The problem is the node shouldn't crash. That's it. So TW back, at some point, the tie-dye, the client tells you 10%, but that's the highest tie-dye that the client can show you. It is, in these other fights, it's way more than just down to 10%. And if you just double the entities, it might just be like, okay, that fight's not going to take 8 hours. That fight will be 16 hours now. And at some point, it's just completely unrealistic. Do you want to have a fight that takes 2 weeks because 30,000 want to be there? Well, at some point, people will not show up anymore, and then that would solve the problem. Huh. Maybe that's the solution. Let's make it so fucking painful that nobody shows up anymore. Why not? 2 week fights? Yes, right? There you go. You locked in 5,000 account using GeForce now. Oh, there you go. I mean, going back to the drone problem, TW, what you could do is the amount of points for each site, you would limit them to, you know, worst case scenarios. What if everybody brings frigates, or what if everybody brings drone boats, as in 5 drones, right? Worst case scenario. And then you just shrink the point pool down to a level which would even accommodate that, and then you're good to go. It's just a matter of scaling there, I guess. There's the solution to that problem. Okay, where do we... Okay, what's happening? So Pandas are bridging, I don't know, some ships. Local is at 120, but nothing really is happening. And only the... Yeah, piss off everybody, so only the most hardcore will stay. You know who that will be, Alok? That will be multi-boxers with a couple of hundreds accounts. Who are really into this, and then, yeah, I don't know, what's the point? So forget about the discounts, the DM disco. We will obviously not discount ships because of events, or, I don't know, today is Galenti Day, blah, crap. Anthora, greetings. I had too much caffeine? No, I'm trying to solve a problem. Or not solve, giving ideas on how this can be addressed, because you cannot just increase the hardware to make this happen. It's not physically possible. So we either accept the current situation, which is whoever locks in more crap and crashes the node has a say on, well, crashing the node, and then everything is who is faster at logging in. Is that fun? That cannot be fun for either side. And yeah, again, if it's not fun for either side, people will just not show up anymore and the problem solves itself. Maybe that's a strategy too. It's doesn't cost anything other than probably people not signing up anymore, but who knows? Yeah, you can't just increase the hardware. There's no solution there. You think goons find it fun? Not sure about that. Well, maybe I'm not saying there's individuals who kind of get satisfaction in, you know, crashing nodes and stuff because they can. Obviously, there's these people, but I would say the overwhelming majority would like to have a fight that actually can be fought without hardware crashing and stuff. Yeah, but who are you gonna disconnect first, then, Tora? Who is gonna decide that? Well, you could do it randomly. Just randomly disconnect chip 755, which happened to be the FC. You see the problem there? Okay, anyways, I think we will leave this. Just, I put the idea out there. A point system. Why not investigate that a bit further? Or just leave it as it is, and people will just not join these fights anymore because it's not enjoyable or predictable, or you don't. If there's too much randomness, as in if you show up and you sit there for 8 hours and the deciding factor is the node crashed. Not because, well, you are part of the problem. You were there, right? Hello, Olaf. How's it going? They pretty much run supercomputers. We have to stop going down the put more hardware, throw more hardware at the problem. It's not going to work. There's a limit. We are not there. Maybe in 20 years or in 30. And then more players play the game. And then it's going to be 100,000 where it crashes. Because we can, right? All right. 45 minutes. What am I going to do? I don't need to extract more PI. Something just made a noise. Anything falling down here? No. I'm going to actually be in my mission system. No, wait, where should we be when the elections escalate or become more spicy or whatever the wording was or is? We should probably be in Luminaire, maybe? Yeah, let's go to Luminaire. Check the status with a shuttle for the time being. Or should I bring... Yeah, let's bring a shuttle. Yeah, Luminaire and Dodixie is like 5 jumps from each other. Oh no, wait. Luminaire is the campaign trail. And Dodixie is where you pick up stuff. Let's go to Dodixie. And, oh, yeah, right. But do I have a clone here? No. Let's have it. Do I have a favorite faction in Eve lore-wise? I would probably join Galenti. I'd say. Amar, I don't know. Religious zealots, no. Minmatar, are they really free? So maybe no. Kaldari is just military crap. So I'll take Galenti and have an apero. Cheers. Alok, they said a week before the election ends, things are going to escalate. The election runs until Thursday next week, so that's probably a 7-day a week has situation here. You have 90 ventures to sell in the Dixie. 10 a day. Okay. Why? Oh, poof. Can we maybe not bring up these terms? I want this real life politics and all these bullies and fucking assholes not mentioned in the channel, please. Fingers crossed, all these bullies get what they deserve eventually. They probably won't, but one can hope. Take care of your family, help a neighbor, and then the rest is just things that happen. Cheers. We are here for open space. Is it that open? EVE is limited. There's only so many systems, right? $130 in B tag 9. They're adding systems. Yeah, but I don't think we, as not new players, will be able to get there unless we create a new character. Okay, is this gonna be? What side is the smart? Is there a smart bomb? Let's make the effort, right? Let's assume there is a smart bomber on this side. We'll just take a little detour there, shall we? I wasn't worried about outbound with a shuttle. Why do I go the low-sec route? I don't know. What's the shortest route? And it's a Thursday, so let's have it. We are going to be good. There's no smart bomber. It's 2 jumps difference. Yeah, still would have to do 2 more jumps and more clicks, really. If that is a password of yours, Olaf, you should change it. Oh no. The Proteus, the cloaked Proteus camper. I mean, I just took another angle to the Desto gate, so that one would not have hit me unless I'm super unlucky. The Nominators wants to mine some score diet. I will decide after the patch notes what I'm gonna do next in relation to the events. The event, singular. This is what you get for working and watching a stream at the same time. Are you watching though? You're just listening. Olaf tabbing into the stream. Confirmed. Did I already finish? No, I didn't finish the yogurt. Ask my wife and Toro. That's all I'm gonna say. As in, I also didn't get an ETA yesterday. But they were home when I arrived. Oh well. No, I don't talk games. At home. Also, the little ones are not really asking for it, so we're not playing games that often, as in, you know, computer games. Mostly they are still into coloring and cutting things, or well, coloring things and then cutting it and gluing it together and building something. We'll let that roll until it changes, right? Hello, Broken Head. There you go, Egmondell. How far are the little ones' characters? Oof. They're currently the cameras in Itoth, so I can't, and Atioth, so I can't log them in. I'll just quickly to check. I don't know, they have probably 100 mil SP at this point. Greetings, Reintegrity. Right. Find my iPhone. Then I'll call the iPhone wife or something. Oh, there's the solution right there. Well, I have like 3 Atioth cameras, Reintegrity. I'm ready for whatever. Alright, maybe we can see some ganks in progress. Let's go check the campaign headquarters. 266 in local. That's a lot for the Dixie at this time. Let's go to Tenzin, obviously. Where else will we go? 35 minutes till downtime indeed. And then we will know what's going to happen to the election. Based on that, I'll decide what I want to do. Hello, Fearblaze. There is it's like 30 bombers. 20 bombers in frat staging. Oh, wait. So, let's see. Who is... Okay, there's no ganker at Tenzin's right now. Prax is probably trading in things, fully buffered, I would assume. Let's go check the other ones. You think there will be an extension of rewards? You know, it's just going to be 7 days. Maybe, I don't know. More loot, as in more cans to hack in the side, or you can go to wave 60. Or what else would be easy to do? Maybe the sites will also spawn in nullsec, the combat sites, and highsec. Okay, there's no, I would say, no ganker here either. Currently. Somebody is gonna bring Zagila to deal with this. Okay. Let's see how crazy morose people are. You have a 220k EHP Praxis. That makes sense, Selvinus. You hope they buff the data sites. Yeah, the data sites were pretty meh, right? Hello, irregardless. How's it going? Executor Navy issue at warp in the... I mean, why Navy issue? You would just bring a Thorax, or I don't know. If you want a gank, that's not the ship, right? Oh, Strahlenkarte. That name rings a bell. What are you doing here? Well, security status says you're not ganking. Just watching. 7 to 11 million per hack. Not good, not terrible. The thing is, it's just a baseline, right? Which is always the same. There's no like, oh my god, that's a super rare great drop. There was nothing like this. Stolt. I like my hacking to be a little bit of a treasure hunt still, as in, you know, rarely you might hit a jackpot. I don't think there was something like that other than, could you get some drones or drone hacking as well? But then they're really not that exciting either. No boosters, no surprise loot, yeah. I'll turn on Panda Cam again if something actually happens. But right now, does not seem to be the case. You were hoping to get some geckos. It's kind of... I do wonder why geckos are no longer... or haven't been seeded for such a long time. Hello, TenorH. What are the chances of a Megatron Navy issue as a lost reward? Did we ever get like serious ship? Well, okay, we got new ship hauls in an event track. Well, yeah, why not? Gecko got cancelled due to power creep. Is the Gecko the titan of drones? We need Tech 3 drones. How about that? Imagine if you could go deeper here and you would actually see houses and whatnot. Kind of like in Cheetah. Modular drones or something. Captain Amarillo, that is the plan, yes. Tickets and everything has been booked a couple of months ago. I checked how much it would cost now. I'm happy I booked. Let's put it this way. My direct flights are like cheaper than a detour would be now, with it like, instead of like just 3 hours, 12 hours or something. That would suck a lot. Cheers, Captain Amarillo. I will have to stay somewhat sober though on at least two, well, the 2 main days of Eve, of FanFest. Okay. What else can we do? I have ships here to do something in the meanwhile. Let's dock up. Hello, Bernard. Welcome to the quiet before the election escalation. We haven't heard any updates on who is in the lead. Maybe we'll get some today. Yeah, I mean, we have to get an update on this.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
In your dreams, Kildari, Prime Pony Club. There's probably a major law event gonna happen and she's gonna pull back from the race for personal reasons or something. We had a channel voting and the outcome was Tenzin. As to why that guy won on the channel here, beats me, but I'm Tenzin because chat said so. Just following the majority. Can we test the prediction system and vote on outcomes? Still gonna take a while for the pretty visualizations. Okay, so what can we do? Nothing. I don't even have a... Oh, I do have a mining ship here. Can we find some scordite? Let's go. Might as well do something, right? Where would I find scordite? Probably in an anomaly, right? So let's go with mining or anomalies. Where do we go? This way. There's 2 on the way now. In belts? No, I'm trying to anomalies. Do you think the belts will still have ore? As in scordite? Ooh, on track. Mamba cryptic skin. Vote 10s in 2026. Alright. 3 skins. I mean, I already put up... what did I say? How much plex did I promise? Well, Mad Cat sent me another 500. Did I promise 500 plex and Mad Cat added another 500? If Tenzin wins? Or did I say 1,000? I think I said 1,000. Plus Mad Cat's 500. So vote if you want that giveaway. Tenzin is your guy. And that's the only reason. Belt's close to downtime. They're probably empty, especially scordite. Although, I don't know how many people were actually running event mining lately still. Oh wait, we need anomalies. There is scordite in refuge sites. Okay. No, I want a real mining site. They look pretty as well. So let's go to a real mining one. This one is a Pioneer Nave consortium issue. So the faction version of it. And this guy mines a lot. Actually, not that much. Oh well, we'll see. 53 cubic meters per 14.8 seconds or 15.2 or 13.8. Abyssal lasers, because why not, right? Alright, next jump we should see an anomaly. Let's find out. So if the event extends, I will be able to cash in 300 points instantly. Maybe even more if I manage to... Oh, whoa, that's a lot of cubic meters. Wait, how much cubic meters do I have in this thing? 10,000. Whoa. Well, I'll just destroy it, I guess. Is today the day? Today, well, presumably, right? Alright, oh, okay. That anomaly is gone. Okay, if that doesn't work, we will go and check this one. Or this one. Yeah, numbers are going down in B tag 9. There's probably nothing really going to happen. Oh, wait, those are training anomalies. That's not cool. Shit. This is a starting system. Did I get the right filter for this? Yeah, or anomalies. Why is there so many zeros? Why would you put that information here? I don't need to know there's none of them. Isn't the whole point to indicate where there's some? It's like there's gonna be none here, and what is this? There's even less than none there? How does this work? Somebody help me understand. Level 1 security, lost record spawned 38,000 of ore. Nice. Cubic meters. 250k scordite. There was one and it's mined out. But yeah, but why show that? What good is this gonna do? To know that there was one, but it's no longer there. How can you benefit from that information? Average umber deposit. There's also other things in these, right? Yeah. I just need to do something for the next 20 minutes, Salmonus, and then what happens after depends on the election changes. Did I accept the thing? Okay, we're gonna go give away Mamba cryptic skins. Isn't this the drop skin? I believe it is. Okay, so this is an average umber deposit. Let's see what we got here other than umber. Oh, we actually only got umber in here. All right, well, let's check the belts. Let's take that one. You know what happens? In 20 minutes, the yogurt will turn up. You're late. And it's almost empty. It's thirsty. I have the yogurt when I arrive. I'm way ahead of you. Okay. Is there any scordite here? Nope. Next. That's a lot of Platia, right? But it was... Wait, what am I... Yeah. Veldspar... Yeah, there's no scordite here either. I have no idea. What is the requirement for scordite to spawn in a belt? Oh, let's try the last one. Yeah, I guess we'll just... Well, from downtime, I'll do something else. The whole point was to kill some time before downtime. Like, there are rules as to which ore is spawning where, Wolfie. That's what I meant. You know, what security level, what region, whatever. Scordite spawns everywhere? Okay, so Scordite is like... free for all, wherever you are. Let's move to another system. Hello, declares. Kerber thinks it's empty everywhere. Can you see this with the nearby, whatever, thing in the agency, maybe? Resource harvesting. Asteroid belts. Ore types. Scordite. Oh, this is not going to show you what has currently Scordite. This is showing you what potentially does if it... What would have if it had, right? So that's not gonna help. Yeah, what's supposed to be there when it's there. Not what's actually there right now. Feldspar, yeah, that's not good. Nope. Next. I'll just travel a bit. Yeah, I didn't have a barge, black hole. Really, I'm just trying to do something without, you know, so I don't do nothing till downtime. But apparently it's me warping around looking for Scordite rather than mining it. I tried. Oh, I just saw the ping, the link to Project Hail Mary. Okay, seems to be a movie. I'll check later what this is about. Let's just do a sample. Oh, there's only one belt. Maybe nobody minded here because they were like, ah, shit, there's only one belt in system. Somebody is emptying even the Veldspar. Alright, let's go. I'm not mining right now in Thora. I have the intent to do so, but I'm not doing it. Do I have a good app to copy EVUIs between clients? I have a script I run to keep my clients synced, which I intend to eventually, someday, document in the wiki. Yep. Rift does it. Yeah, I can't run Rift because of the way it does overlays. It conflicts with my MSI Afterburner. And thanks for the follow. The Common Continuum. Welcome. Yeah, we got Plagio and Veldspar. There's nothing else here. Let's check another belt. Hello, Eastside. Old Rob, welcome to the stream where I warp around until it's downtime, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. Can you get ganked inside a level 4 mission after you use the gate? Absolutely. Everybody can use that gate as long as they fit the requirements for the gate. The only time you are safe, as in removed from actual open space, is when you run an abyss, but everybody will know where you're running it, and your rift can be combat probed, and they can just sit there and wait for you when you come out. So you can hide for 20 minutes, but then you will come out. And if the guys waiting for you there know what they're doing, they will make sure you can't just hop into the next one to delay the inevitable further. Well, they obviously have to take the gate as well, yeah. If there's a gate, they have to get through that gate. Bubbles prevent you from hopping into abysses as well. Okay, well, I mean, that's only a problem in nullsec and wormhole space, right? Oh, well, Parchment as well. Or insurgency corrupted systems. But why would you run abyssals in these? All drop. Downtime in 12 minutes, we will know more. Yeah, you need this. If there's any sort of structure nearby, within, I believe, 1,000 kilometers, you can't spawn another filament, as in hop into the next abyss. Yeah, they will have to use the same gate as you did, the clears. If there's a gate, whoever comes at you will have to go through that gate. Alright, there's really no Scordite. Does Scordite spawn in mining anomalies? Yeah, but probably not in the specific. If it says it's a Umber or a, what's the one with K, Kernite thingy, apparently there's no Scordite in it. But the normal, the other anomalies, what's the name of them? Like the order things, I think. They can have all kinds of ore, no? The escalation does, definitely. Empire and border, right? Something like these. Plus the belts. There's another Umber deposit, so there will only be Umber. Solitude has a lot of Scordite. Oh, that's a nice idea, actually. Just get a shortcut through, you know, Terra or whatnot. Wait, border sites do not have Scordite either? What do they have? What kind of ore is in there? Yep, there's nothing here. So some scannable anomalies do have Scordite in them. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna be lucky. Let's go back to the Dixie. I tried. A barge in Solitude in 5 hours of time is the best way to do this. 5 hours of time, what would that get you, Spiros? All 5 steps or just the first? Oh wait, the Empire ones, they don't have common ore actually in them. The special types. 5 hours is all, as in all 5 steps, or the whole event track. Just, I want to be clear. The 5 mining steps. Oh, okay, cool. 5 hours, jeez. What have I done? John B? I don't know. We all need a palate cleanser from Eve at times. Albion Online is doing it for me quite nicely. There's also another reason, but that one I'm not supposed to talk about yet. But it will all make sense. Stay tuned. Hype? No, it's actually, I'm not sure. You will be hyped about this. It will make sense, really. Klingt nach den 4 Jahreszeiten. Wait, what? The song? Melvin? Not really. Isaac connections into Solitude? Yeah, they do exist for sure. Grab a scanner? Yeah, I should probably... Nah, I don't intend to mine. I just wanted to kill some time before downtime, but, well, we're almost there, so... Let's dock up and stare at the camera for the last 7 minutes. Alright, Hazy. Stare harder. Okay, did I... Ooh. Did I get all the login rewards? Hold on a second. You might actually want to check that. Let me warp off from here. Pandas are... Not really busy. Hello, Caustic. I want to make sure I have all login rewards. Not entirely sure I did that, actually. Man, I need a safe log off in real life. Oh, I did not. Okay. Let's go through all the alphas for a second then, before the server is restarting. 3, 4, 5. Another one. I know. It can't log off because you have a wife aggression timer. Shit. Oh no. Yeah, that I haven't thought that through. Good point. Okay. 7 more clients coming up. Does anyone have an idea of which items from the outreach centers are worth getting? Wait for the extension, Spyro. Maybe it changes. What is best? Okay, that was that. Let's get the mains double checked. Oh, damn it. I just logged in characters actually, not just accounts. Mistakes were made. Oh well. Let's switch over here. Why? would you not want to move? What's happening? Great, one of the clients doesn't want to move. Okay, anyways. How can I make sure all the login rewards have been claimed? That one is fine. What the actual fuck is happening? Okay, that one didn't claim yet. Can we? What the fuck? Do I have that mouse issue again with the... I don't know. Okay. No, I don't know. Okay, this one. Good. What in the world is happening? I don't know. I can't really access the clients properly for some reason. What the? Okay, here. Are we good? No. Now we are. Connection. Shit, too late. I'm effed. Anyways, something really went bad. I don't know what that was. Let's hope it's resolved after downtime. Yeah, wow. I think my mouse is actually bonkers. Same issue as yesterday. Yep. I'm going to unplug the mouse again because something happened. Well, mouse is rebelling, yeah. Wonder. Probably need to update something. Or did I update something? I don't know. Exclamation mark raffle daily 500 million ISK is up for grabs. Good luck. I'll be, well, going over there to unplug the mouse receiver. BRB. Didn't solve the problem. I don't know. Let me unplug it and leave it for now. Okay, let's see. Using the other mouse, fingers crossed. The other mouse is there. Still can't use the hotkeys. Maybe it just resolves automatically at some point. Let's hope. There are patch notes. Perfect. Okay, let's see. I need a link for this. Thanks for the support, Mordoka. How's it going? Alright, let's see. Patch notes. Today is the 9th, yes. Features and changes. Seasonal tracks. The seasonal point cap has been increased to 1,500 for the final week of the election, giving players more opportunity to support their candidates. New rewards have been added to the seasonal reward track, with the capstone reward being presidential candidate favors, which can be traded for officer modules at candidate capsuleer outreach center. So cheaper officer modules. Rampant drone fabricator. Rampant drone fabricator sites have been upgraded with a capital escalation. The difficulty of the site will be ramped up significantly, but so too are the rewards. This escalation is unlocked by having any capital ship, excluding the Rorqual, present at the start of a wave. All capitals, excluding the Rorqual, are now considered valid by the site's perimeter. NPCs will deal additional damage when attacking a capital ship, 50% damage to carriers, 100% damage to other capitals. NPCs will no longer attack fighters. Doesn't say drones. Space superiority fighters will now deal their full damage to NPCs, nanoswarms, and the fabricator itself. The capital escalation provides extremely rewarding content that pushes even the most powerful ships in EVE to their limits. More ISK, more hybrid drones, and vastly more enemies await you within. Several tweaks have also been made to ensure carriers are a viable option, even giving dreadnoughts a run for their money. Do not sleep on space superiority fighters. This should hopefully give carrier pilots a fun and lucrative content source within a wormhole space. NPCs within rampant drone fabricator sites will now scale their damage based on the system's reward tier. NPCs will deal less damage in C1 to C3 systems. NPCs will deal additional damage in C5 to C6 systems. So, okay, now the site actually scales in terms of danger, also based on where it spawns, which would have been making sense in the first place, but we're here now. Nice. The rewards found within these sites varied by system type, though the difficulty did not. This was intended to reflect additional risk, but failed to provide an on-ramp for those wanting to try the content. Now players running the sites in lower tier systems can practice mechanics with difficulty better matching the potential rewards. Improve the info panel UI for rampant drone fabricator sites, and then there's a issue fixed where a Serenity only skin could be looted from a Galenti election. YC 128 skin crate. Oh, okay. Serenity. Whatever. That means... Alright, we'll have to update the wiki in a second, but I need to get rid of this... whatever keyboard issue I do have right now. Okay, it's solved. I just pressed a ton of buttons. Now it works again. The fuck? Alright, hold on a second. We gotta go here. Galenti election, combat, rampant drone fabricator. The difficulty so it's vary in difficulty based on the ship you bring. And the space you run. The anomaly in the site in base loot tier / difficulty. This should still be correct. Something like this. Okay, who wins the 500 mil? 3, 2, 1 raffle is the server back before I do this? Is it back? A small patch got added. Okay. A failed startup. Oh, okay. Let's hold. Yeah, giveaway's open till server's back. That's the plan. I wonder if I can plug in my mouse receiver on the monitor. I would like to get my Eve mouse back for Eve. I'll be right back. All right, Carson, have a good meeting. Got it. Now is my Eve mouse working again? Pretty please. Yep. Good afternoon, Zono. Welcome everybody. Oh, CCP Swift is here. Downtime might be a little bit longer than usual, but not too much longer than 11:15. So yeah, I'm not gonna change the stream title. How's it going? Bobo Boomer, if you want such a shirt, you can go to... Oh, God. I don't remember the... Is it merch? Yeah, there. We have merch, man. And the quality of the prints is actually pretty good. It says don't wash it. Well, okay, if you wash them in the washing machine, often it will eventually have consequences, but they're pretty good. Wait, also coincidence. You were on vacation and the first day back, there's an extended downtime. I mean, we had a node crash, CCP Swift. Where did you spend your holidays? Were you in the server room? So confirmed. Swift was Swift probably locked in all these vexers. He was the guy, right? Yeah, Swift is the vexer guy. Thanks for the follow, Ambler. Ras, hello. Yeah, that's I always do that at Bisius. Just turn it inside out, and then have it in the washing machine. Works okay-ish. If I want to fix the keyboard issue, replace the mouse, something is wrong with it or its driver. So I think it was a combination of a key I pressed at the same time I did the tap through clients thing with the mouse. I'm pretty sure. Also, I believe the problem was resolved by me pressing some button on the keyboard because that one seemed to be stuck. It probably was the Alt button. Maybe I'll just have to configure different hotkeys for it. Oh yeah, when does the election update article go out? We need to know if Tenzin is going to win, right? It's important. I do have a keyboard where you can replace switches on, yeah, Bernard. Why would I? That the problem seems to be induced by the mouse, not the keyboard. It's a software issue, I'm fairly certain. Not a hardware one. Tenzin should give up. No. I would guess maybe the top runner of the election is going to get abducted or something. Wait for it. Historical thinks the mouse is defective. Nah, I don't believe that. The problem started, I mean, it only happened 2 times now. But only after I changed the polling rate, I lowered the polling rate of the mouse massively, although that can't be the reason. That would be weird. We'll figure it out. I like these riddles. All right, it is 11:15. Now what? Is a slightly extended downtime today, as CCP Swift informed us. Also, he let us know he's back from holidays now, meaning this extended downtimes are going to be a regular thing. Service green. Okay, green. Cool. Raffle is closed. Good luck. The track is extended by 500 points, yes. Just in time, yeah, oh, perfect. You didn't break anything? Thank you very much. Sounds good. Oh, we have an article. More action, more... Okay, that's pretty much the patch notes in nice wording, right? Well, let's go have a look. Actually, let's finish the popcorn and then we'll do the thing. All right, congrats to Kazing. Are you there? You get 500 mil, courtesy of, well, the daily giveaways. Kazing is here. What's your in-game name? Oh, too many characters. Let's try this. Oops, 500. Oh, you can't hit enter. Okay. Yes. Done. Congrats. Well played. Your spaceship stalls out and you win. Yeah, pretty much. It's the one who didn't bring the prop mod who makes it. Okay, so what have we here? Valenti election, more action and rewards. Why is this not... Oh. Now, the Galenti election event is reaching fever pitch, and your chance to shape the future of the Federation is running short. The reward track for supporting your selected candidate has been extended by 50% from 1,000 to 1,500 points. New rewards include 75,000 SP, more political favors you can use with the item traders, a special Skinner component, and a final reward for you of 4 presidential candidate favors, enough to trade for a powerful and valuable new officer module. And of course, more points mean added support for your presidential candidate and more influence on the results. The rampant drone fabricator sites now see a new escalation where the presence of any capital ship will dramatically increase the difficulty and reward amount. Completing the event challenges can give you Plex, skill points, new hybrid drones, a unique campaign bus, new and powerful officer modules, and much more. These exclusive hybrid drones both deal damage and disrupt enemies with E-War, a powerful new and exclusive combat combination. Don't forget to trade in your political favors before the event ends on April 16. Alright, everybody, make sure to not miss out on this. Thursday next week at downtime. It's too late. Okay, fly safe, fly stylish. If you need help to tackle the many activities on offer during the Galenti election, updated community fittings are now available in-game. Oh, cool. Stay tuned for Twitch drops throughout the event, and don't forget that until April 16th, you get a free skin with every order from the Eve merch store. Merch store, that is. There's another battle in Atioth already? Logged cat? Do we need to get the Atioth cam up again? Alright, let's see. It's probably login, save your capital time again or something, right? Let's get a camera in and see what happens. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to claim these, I guess. Boom. And boom. Now I need 200 more points. I think I'm gonna just... What's the quickest way? Four times hacking or something, maybe? No, I'm gonna do the trail as well. That will complete like that. Ooh, 800 in local. All right, let's switch camera for a second. There is slight tie-dye in Atioth right now. I'm just trying to figure out which... There, that client. Let's get onto grid, which probably is somewhere here. You want the April Fool skins? Oh, be careful what you wish for. One, it's just a ref that logged in. Okay, well, let's see. There are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 frat. So it's not actually a fight. We might just see a capital die. Is it dead already? It probably is dead already. It just died. Oh, I'm too late. No, this is so sad. Okay, yeah. It's dead. Why would you call this... Who said there's a fight? Blocked cat, you need a serious update on the definition of a fight. If it's an 800 versus 1 situation, that is not a fight. That's just... That's nothing. At all. A ref just died. And I think that was it. Right? It's not a fight. If it's not 8 trillion lost, yeah, we don't consider this a fight. A seal got clubbed. I know that guy just wanted to do his dailies or something, you know, do the 3 jumps. Fair enough. Would do the same. Yeah, everything's blue here, so there's just nothing going on. Everybody got excited. Whore on a ref. Yay. You see red here, there? Do you? I don't see. I see a drone, a couple of augers left. Take 1 augers. That's it. Anyways, yep. This fight was provided by Blocked Cat. Are they still picking up drones? Who knows, right? The guy was looking for some scordite. Most likely that's what happened. So, I mean, the numbers are going up for whatever reason. Log in. Guys, you're too late, like I was. There's nothing. Yeah, GF's in local. Let me warp off. That was it. Now they're going home. Look at that. Great migration. Back to the structure, all the action. And for us who came late, pure disappointment. The very definition of overkill, I guess. Okay, good stuff. Let's warp off. I'll stay there. I will let you know when something actually is happening. Alright, back to this clown. What's the best course of action? So the extension brings a small amount of... I should probably click OK there, right? Yeah. Small amount of SP. 225 normal favor and then 4 presidential candidate favors. Is that worth it? Am I going to run more than my main to complete this? That is the question. Yeah, presidential price is definitely gonna go down now, that's for sure. I don't think it changes anything in regards to which modules I want to go for. I'll have to do several shuttle runs. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. If I complete this with my normal ults, it will just be probably the rifts, or yeah, probably the rifts. Does the candidate matter in this event? Lore-wise, it does. Yes, Jonathan, but not in terms of what you can get for your presidential favor. Okay, let's go check again what's on offer. What am I going to buy now, knowing that the extension doesn't change? I guess the values of whatever. Well, it changes the values for all of them, so wouldn't matter really. So I'm gonna go for the thing I kind of want on my setups, generally speaking. Why can I not interact? Oh, there. Okay, so... we have Moral's modified expanded scan probe launcher. And... well, that's the faction one, the command burst. Well, so what does this do compared to normal command bursts, right? Compare. I haven't really investigated what this stuff does, so let's see if it makes any sense. This could be cool for two. Nah, I think blowing this up in a Tutor's fleet is kind of dumb, isn't it? So the fitting... okay, the command burst goes runs longer, and you have a longer range as well, or increased range. It's better than a Tech 2 with the fitting of a Tech 1, pretty much. So fitting is easier, right? 20 seconds longer, more range, easier fitting. It is Tech 2 with Tech 1 fitting? No, it is better than Tech 2. Duration is not worth anything. Not sure about that statement. the thing is, you when you launch this, you get a 1 minute timer which stops you from jumping, for example. So you could turn this off earlier and get rid of this timer while the buff is still up. So that's pretty good, I would say. This is not about saving charges. Obviously, that would make sense. They cost nothing. But there is some tactical wiggle room that opens up with this change. And then the increased range, yeah, that's probably not to be discounted either. However, me running this in a Tudor's fleet over a Tech 2, no. Not really. Are there skills to increase duration? I think, yeah, all the values here are base values, right? And then you have a multiplier based on skills and on ships and whatnot. If you are dedicated, you can run 2 types of burst with 1 module. Yeah, you could just switch the type of charge, yeah. Actually, good point. So yeah, this opens up a few avenues that weren't possible before. Okay, what about this one here? We have a modified expanded scan probe launcher. Differences. Scan strength bonus. I would say that's pretty significant. That's another 50% on top of what the Sisters expanded would do. It is not easier to fit though. Rate of fire. Same as Sisters. I mean, this is pretty good for a combat prober. You will probe faster this way because yeah, you get a warpable signature earlier since the strength is there. This is huge, right? Repeat trade was 4 items, 20 points. I don't remember the numbers, Light Wonder. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty good. Let's see what the other guys have. Let's go to Rodin's offering. I think right now I'm not interested in the command burst at all. Although that's not presidential favor, that's political favor, so. Yeah, I need a tier list for myself. So right now, if it came down to, well, let's check the others and I'll tell you what I'm going to buy. So we have a mining 4-man burst. That's the political favor, 250. And if we compare this, okay, this has the same duration increase, the same fitting support and range increase. Okay, same thing, just for mining. That could actually be, yeah. You know what? I always had a problem with the porpoise bringing 3 command bursts. Wait, now there's even more different charges for this. There's like, how many different charges? 4. You know, with the new crit thingy and whatnot. And then you could just, you know, alternate 2 different charges and keep up the buff with the duration modifier, most likely. So this is a more interesting candidate if you're a miner compared to the info burst, I would say. No one is going to swap charges while mining. It's way too much work. I would. I want to play actively. So no one minus erst. And then we have Rodin's modified nanofiber internal structure. So how much better is this than a normal one? Yeah, it's not like crazy inertia. Advantage over the Republic fleet and domination one. Has a bit better velocity. I don't know. I mean, this probably would bring some ships, you know, below the sub 2 easier or something, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm not a fan of this one. Alright, so I'm still... I would say I want to get the mining foreman burst and the expanded cargo hold. Unless Tenzin is going to change my mind.
Warp drive active.
Alright, is Tenzin going to sell me something better? Let's check. So we got a skirmish here, which obviously, yeah, just longer time, better fitting, better area. Yeah, so my tier list for the political favor is mining, skirm, info, in that order. And then the modified guidance disruptor thingy. Guidance disruption. I don't do that often. Okay, it has a bonus on the missile velocity. Yeah, explosion velocity bonus. Longer range. And a higher effectiveness fall off. And fitting is like Tech 1. So you get a fitting advantage and just harder guidance disruption. I don't know. In what situation would you do this? I don't see this being worth anything. If you're doing 1v1 PvP, it's not going to be that much of a difference, and you're not going to fit the 650 million ISK module or whatever the price is going to be over, you know, a Tech 2 or something. It is extreme. Yeah, you know, maybe in an AT fight, right, Kerm? I guess. AT fights, right? But that's not me. So tier list for me is spawn the cargo. Sorry. I would go with the expanded pro launcher. That's number 1. Number 2 will be the nanofiber. Number 3 would be this one for my use case. That's what I would do. Justin Dark, greetings. How's it going? Okay, so I'm going to buy the expanded probe launchers and I'll probably buy some mining and some skirm. Yeah, that's my tier list as well, right? Integrity for the officer modules, and for the faction ones, it's mining over skirm over info in my case. Yeah. 90 months of what? Jomis. What? Oh shit, Chosendar, 90 months of subs there. Cheers. That's very kind. Alright, so how are we going to... I need all... Okay. What am I going to do? I need as much political favor and presidential favor as I can, and the best bang for buck is to... probably finish the track, or to run the trail with as many accounts in parallel as possible. I have the bookmarks. I did the work, so that should work. All right, so I'm gonna ping this in Discord as well. If nothing, you know, weird comes up, tomorrow after dark stream, that's from 4:30 p.m. Eve. So 16:30 Eve time. We will be launching, whoever wants to join with this, 16:30 Eve tomorrow Friday from Luminaire. I'll be inviting everyone that is in a shuttle. Bring a shuttle, don't bring anything else. And then we'll do the whole trail. I have bookmarks for, you know, the inns to the sites, and also bookmarks for every low sec and null sec system, so we don't end up in a smart bomb. Yeah, number white. There you go. Good luck with your smart bombs. That will not work. I have bookmarks for every low and null system to avoid exactly that. So we will be warping from gate to bookmark to gate jump. Bookmark gate jump. Bookmark gate jump. No, a shuttle. If you're not in a shuttle, you will be stuck in a bubble outbound. If you want to join this, carefree, just, well, you will have to click the jump button, right? Obviously. I will do the warping, you click the jumping. Obviously, claiming shit you have to do yourself as well. If you want to join that one, tomorrow, 1630 Eve time, tomorrow Friday, in a shuttle. If you're not in a shuttle, you will not get an invite. Yeah, I will do it once, Seth, and then we'll see. Yeah, I'll repeat that again later today, and then tomorrow during the mainstream after dark, we will have a round. That's the plan. Here's the thing, Seth. You can actually save that bookmark. However, everybody else might be doing this, so after this, I consider these bookmarks burned for myself. Yeah. And thanks for the follow. Alejandro, welcome to the stream. All right, what did I just do? Oh, I got bumped. My shuttle got bumped? That's the thing. How am I going to turn in my presidential stuff? I'll do that on one character in a super tanky. Won't be a good idea. I can even have Logi on grid actually. Yeah, we'll bring a duo setup with Logi and whatnot. Broodix has a lot of EHP. Here's the thing, I could also just ADC it in an assault cruiser. Do it whilst cloaked. And that is super hard to pull off. Trade challenge, give presidential favor as well. Yeah, you can even progress the event while trading in stuff, right? Yep, use a venture. Why? Why? You need some cargo space for the module command bursts. They are quite bulky. Oh shoot, that's a good point. How bulky are they? I mean, the modules are not. All the expanded might actually be bulky. Okay, the things I want to buy, how bulky are they? 60 cubic meters? It's quite... Well, you know, buying all of them at the same time is also a bad idea. Just, Adventure is stabbed for what? That doesn't help with bubbles, Seth. If you're talking about the event trail. Event trail is shuttle only. If you do not bring a shuttle, you will not be in the fleet. Usually there's only a few catalysts at a time. I mean, towards the end of the event, shit's gonna hit the fan. The gankers are all gonna sit there, right? For the trading? No, trading I'll bring a heavily tanked something with a Logi support. That's the plan. Okay. What am I going to do now? Best, yeah, is probably to run to run more home front so I can get my ults to complete the track. Or find a way to do the... Nah, I don't want to do the mining. What can I do in parallel? Yeah, I think the home fronts is probably the best thing to do. You plan on using a brick tanked legion? That could work too, right? Are 4 favors enough to get the good shit? 4 favors are required to buy 1 of the officer modules. Can't be bear. Score died, refreshed. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the mining. The mining is not gonna work nice in parallel. Let's see. Yeah, well, the best thing to do is to run AARs. The stabilized rift thingies. Where did I put these ships? Dragoon. I guess that's where. What do you mean? Just 1? No, 4. How many presidential favors you need? 4, yeah. To get 1 module you need 4. That has not changed, Chaos. It was always 4. Alright. Chaos is just like, oh no. Okay, I know what to do. Let's... Oh, crap. Some of these guys are actually... cameras. Oh, no. Ooh, and it's a 50 LP day. Okay, let's actually do that first, and then I'll reconvene. Wait, did I use a clone jump? Oh, I didn't. Wonderful. So, let's dock. Actually, let's go to Blameston, so I have a clone there afterwards. It is manufacturing day, so we gotta do the dailies. And then... yeah, some... stabilized rifts. Or... to make more money at the same time. I could run... No, I cannot run 2 traffic stops in parallel. That's a bit harsh. Probably could run the Abyssal Artifact recovery easier that way and still make quite a buck with 7 tunes instead of 5. Wait, I only did it with 6 anyways. Is there a lot of competition for the stabilized rifts? I didn't have much, but I might have been the one who popularized it because I did it on stream. Who knows? Oh, let's see. Stabilized rifts. I have 3 that are up right now within range from more or less to Dixie.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I would say that's pretty normal. Run 2 artifact recoveries at the same time? Maybe not. That's crazy. I haven't run artifact recovery in a while. Didn't that change a bit as well? They seem available as well. You got an escalation from one of these drone data sites. You found a triplot BP. Is that the best loot? Well, there is also a implant set you can get parts of, as in BPCs for. Oh no, if I jump now, I won't be able to jump back. Damn, what am I gonna do? I think I'll do the dailies later at home. Or actually tomorrow pre-downtime. So I don't really have to do that. Let's get the team together for Stabilize Rift. Let's see how it works. Let's find out where they all are. Well, most of them are cameras, which is kind of annoying. Did I do 7 or 6? I did do 6, right? Yep. So I gotta get my cameras home first. Not all of them, but a significant amount of them. Also, I messed with all these positions here. That one goes there. And then we have that one and... Nope, what did I do? Dock, and dock. Oh, we get a lengthy election escalation screen even. I only noticed this now. Okay, cool. Let's make sure everybody is cloaked. So we need to get these cameras home first. How's that gonna work? Probably not very well. Oh, it's only 500 in local. Do you think the gate is bubbled? I could also just self-destruct. Oh wait, do I have a filament? No. Wasn't clever enough apparently. Am I gonna self-destruct? Can I have docking rights? Please. Yeah, cameras need travel filaments. Oh wait, some have. Some actually do. Okay, so I'll destroy whoever doesn't have filaments. That's their bad, right? I still have another camera, so we should be good. Fleets. We be going to Pochman. With this one, let's see. Oh, with that one as well, turns out. So one doesn't have a filament, the others do. Perfect. Yeah, I know, I'm too fast. I'm an erst. There we go. Okay, so that one is up in a sec. Oh, did I bring probes? I did. Other one, oh shit. A probe launcher is offline, that's bad. What will I not need in there? Well, not 2 of these. Can I turn that on now? How about now? Okay, cool. Is there anything left to loot in Atioth? I don't know. Probably nothing of value, really. Alright, we need to cloak it up. And here as well. With a bit of luck, I ended up in the same system with both of them. Which I did not. Great. Okay, and this guy here is gonna... Is this expensive? Not really, no. Oh, I don't even have a probe launcher. Yeah, that one's gonna die. Let's just walk to the gate. It probably will have... Let's give somebody a kill mail, shall we? And we'll walk to the K tag I gate and die like a cameraman. Oh no. The final moments of... Do I have a... I do not have augmentations. Perfect. DIY Anna Jenkins is going to go out. Shall we try the other side? Or are we gonna... I want to die in Atioth. Let's go lock that Keras and burn towards it. There we go. Yay! I gave him a kill. I should have insured the ship, actually. Come on. Another Titan undocked. Thank you very much. We're back. That was cool. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think my home is Jeddah. Is it? It is. Perfect. Okay, we're home. Home sweet home. Mission accomplished. Now we need to scan these out. Let's see. I did launch the probes, right? Oh, Alt P. We need cosmic signatures. Let's find our way out. What's D-scan saying? Not good. Well, it's after downtime. Maybe the rats aren't spawned yet. Can't tell. Let's just scan. This one has an out, according to D-scan. Hello, Victor. How's it going? That is not what I want. This one we're going to investigate. Align. Yep, this is home. Hello? Can we jump? Okay. This one looks promising as well. How many jumps are we away from Jeddah? 5. That's not too bad. Let's go. And here we want to go this way. Yeah, that looks good too. Cameras are home, guys. The war is over. Maybe. Alright, we'll need shuttles to get to Dodixie. No, Blamestone or something. Yep. I always use border parchments to go back, unless there is an extremely convenient Therahol, Hibachius. But that rarely happens. Alright, the other guy is one jump from Chita. Wow, I thought I was closer with the first one. Pretty good. Chop, chop. The border one has a higher chance for high sec. The border one is going to bring you... Wait, I'll show you on the map. The border one does this. The border one will put you in a... It's somewhere here, in one of these trick systems that are close or just around the Citadel, the Forge, Lone Trek, whatever. In one of these systems you will end up when you use a border filament. And these systems very likely have a connection, a wormhole that goes to a nearby high-sec system. So in Senda you might end up, I don't know, in Unpass, or in Minnesota maybe you end up in here, who knows. Border filaments is where it's at. And that's the reason why this works. Alright, we'll dock. Was there an extension of the event? Yes, we have 1,500 points now, so another 500 points were added. At the end of the track, you get 4 presidential favors, which equals 1 officer module, so might be worth it to finish the track, especially if you already prepared some points. So I probably will do it with 6 characters in total for the presidential favors. Am I going to Omega my Alpha still for 3 days? I don't know yet. I'm waiting for everybody to be in a fleet to get to Blameston. That's easier that way. Less individual warps. The 3 modules were a guidance disruption module, a expanded probe launcher, and a nanofiber roadie. For me, it's expanded probe launcher followed by the nanofiber followed by the guidance disruptor with the well, the officer ones. Alrighty, let's fleet up. No? Oh shit. I am in a fleet with these 2. How do I leave fleet? Leave fleet. Pilots. No. Leave fleet. And then we'll make this one wing command. Oh, not from here. Okay. Gotta go there, pick up a ship. That one is in the right place. That one needs to pick up a ship. Here we are. Where am I? In the right station. I just need to switch to that thing. Wonderful. Off we go. No more Plex, yeah. That's kind of sad, actually. If there were more Plex, I would probably have... It would be clear that I'd go with my ults, with my alphas as well. Now I'm still having to do the math. Do I happen to have a guide on how to set up the multi-boxing? All you need is this. Alien. Let's go by distance here. Alright, we're going, where are we going? I know, erst, let's go. So my ults need, how many? We are halfway in the track. Oh, wait a second. Home front repeatable is 40. Oh, shit. Oh, that's 40 points per 5. Oh, no. The first time gives you way more event points, and after that it's quite slow, actually. Oh, crap. All the repeated ones are like this, right? I might have to do the trading instead. What about the trail? Is the trail for the second time also less event points? It's 5 per jump. Well, 5 per location. Ah, shit. I mean, what I can do is the trading, I would say. I haven't done that yet with the ults. That's probably the fastest way to get the ults further pushed. If you were doing it for the first time, right? The trading, that is. And the trading one also gives you a presidential at the end, right? Tech 1 missions are easy as well. Yeah, but I would have to do it per character, which is quite annoying. The mining fleet just became kind of more interesting. Ore mining is chill, yeah. We could finish that one. And the trading, and it might... Nah, I don't know where this is going to put me. Multi-boxing the missions goes fast. You have to pull the mission for everybody, Northbeard. And then everybody will get another mission. And then you're doing 6 clients, 6 different things, quote unquote, at the same time. I'm not sure. No, the home fronts is not good. It will take me, what was it? 5 minutes per home front. And then I need to find them. So I could probably get 40 points every, if I'm really good, every 30 minutes. So that's 80 points per hour. And I need 800 points. No, that's too much effort. Not gonna happen. Shit. What am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna do the trading with one of them to see how much that gets me. Or does somebody know how many event points you get for doing the trading for the first time? No, I'm gonna do the trading anyways because there's a presidential favor behind that door. You need 235 points in that tune to still reach max. What do you mean, Tower X? It's 500 points for completing the event once. If I didn't do it before. Okay, so this plus 500, what is this? 765 plus 500 is 1,265. 260. Okay, that will put me here. That's actually not too bad. Does trading repeat as well at the end? Okay, you know what? We need to be in the Dixie no matter kind of what we do anyways, right? Let's go. That's the plan. And then I just need a chunky ship to do the trading. How many favors do I need again to do the trading? It's 20 points per 4 trades. Later on. Okay. It's 5 per drone, 150 in total. Okay. That's okay. So when the track was 1,000 points, you did the campaign trail, the Galenti missions, and the trading to complete the event track. Yeah, sounds fair. So you need to buy 30 drones. And that's 150. All right, we'll buy a bunch of drones. The cheapest drones. To get the trading done. And then we'll see what I feel after. I will feel nothing anymore. But I'll definitely not run home fronts anymore. That's only worth it the first time. The repetition is not good. When will the trading end? Actually on the 16th at downtime. I mean, at the end of the day, I will also trade. Okay, whoever is done with the event, as in at the end of the track, I will not use for trading. Trading is repeatable as well, right? So when I'm actually trading for the things I want, I'll just do that on characters that don't have the event track completed yet. Maybe that's gonna get me across the finish line. Yeah, I'll do that with small drones loaner. And then yeah, we'll just run the track run the trail tomorrow evening, 16:30 Eve time. If you want to join, be in Dixie with a shuttle. I have bookmarks for all the low sec and high sec, low sec and null sec gates, so we don't end up in a smart bomb. In shuttle, you will not be stopped by a bubble either. So if you want to join, be in Dixie tomorrow, 16:30 Eve time. Can you buy the drones at once, or do you have to click the claim? Yeah, you have to click the claim in the meantime thing. You basically go there with 150 political favors in cargo, make sure you have a very tanky ship, and then you go through it. I will actually do that right now, so you can watch me do this. But I want to get everybody into the same system first, and then we'll take the first one and do the trading thing. I hope I didn't claim the no, I have a crap ton of political favors in my redeem queue, so we will be able to do that this way. What ship will I be using? Did I not already... Oh no, I created the silly ship. I'll probably fit a Brutix or a Mauler or something. Yeah, let's fit a Brutix. Anyone see the Parchment Cartel and Erst in the same room? What? I do not play in Parchment. I have no clue. I know there's a lot of money, but I don't know how to access it. Okay, we need, how's this called? Hull stuff, right? How do you brick tank? The Brutix is a hull tank, right? I think. So it's not plate, it's, how's it called? Hull upgrades, reinforced bulkheads, something. Is hull or armor? Yeah, so it's just a crap ton of bulkheads. And then, well, we obviously have rigs as well. Let's make sure I'm moving though. Where's the hull stuff? Traverse bulkhead, okay. Bulkhead. Okay, cool. I think maybe I can even make a mix. Maybe not. Well, we can put shield shit on it as well. Are the traders camped? I don't know. Well, I'm doing this on stream, so I'm gonna bring as much ESP as I can for, you know, as cheap as possible. Whoops. Velate. Shield and afterburner? I don't think I need an afterburner. No, I don't think plate makes any sense. But yeah, we have a lot of power grid available, so I reckon an invuln is not the dumbest thing to do. Oh well, a multi-spectrum and then just get more HP with extenders. Probably large one, yeah, large ones. 1, 2. What's better, this one? No. How do you get this to 200? Oh wait, I can have links as well, right? Obviously. You can warp in from a specific angle, medieval at 30, and you're right on top of it. Hello, Abdul. How's it going? This is not the Navy, no. This is just a Brutix. Normal Brutix. Yeah, links are not gonna do actually that much. The Navy is 230. Yeah, I'm actually not so convinced about this. Hold on a second. Might just want to do this. Where is it? That one. And the reactive is going to help me more over time. Yeah, we'll keep it simple. We'll just get a Molar. Get the Brutix. So for Moreau, warp from the 10s inside at 30. Actually, you do. Not Takwa. It depends. If it's an alpha gank, as in, you know, single shot, then obviously not. But if it's destroyers, your reactive is going to do quite a bit. If it's a single destroyer, or if it's the same type of destroyer. What was the spool again? 5 seconds. Yeah, it would have to do it like 3 times, so that's 15. After 20 seconds, you would be where you want to be, and then, yeah, maybe you're dead already. Let's see. How much was that? Oh, I should have saved it. Reactive. So we get to 1.5 from 94 if we put... No. It's the better deal because of the diminishing returns. I already have 2 of these. Plus an explosive plug. So it's still the better deal. It will be better. Not... So I have a total of 100... Okay, how do you argue this, Noctakwa? I have a total of 105 EHP, and it's going to be a bit more because the reactive is going to help. It will shift. It will be a bit more than that. But even if it weren't, if I'm just going to a triple multi-spectrum, that is less. Inarguably, that is less. So this is the worst deal. If it comes down to these 2 modules, I will have the reactive because it has less diminishing returns. And you're at 1.5 instead of 1.3. And it's going to be a bit more because it does react. And I cannot fit another 1,600 steel plate. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, that's not going to happen, no matter what we do. Even if we compact the Tech 2s and try to squeeze in 3, still not going to happen. Let's test, just to be absolutely sure that I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, it's not going to happen unless I remove one of the rigs, which makes me, well, more vulnerable because they also help with HP. So, not going to happen. This was the right choice. The reactive is the best bang you can do in that slot. You want to put 3 800s instead of 2 1600s? I mean, let's just make sure we are eliminating all other better possibilities. Uh, where are we? All in armor. Plates. Can we put in 3 800s? That's massively worse. Can we put in 2 1600 compacts and 1 800? Is still worse. So, no. But we could. Fascinatingly. Okay, cool. So 2 Tech 2s and my reactive. If you figure out a higher EHP solution, please let me know. However, I know I could upgrade this to Tech 2, but that just makes it more expensive. Maybe, actually, how much more expensive? How much is a Tech 2 over a Tech 1? Yeah, quite an upgrade there. Then again, it's probably worth it for a ship you don't expect to die, right? So let's do this. Whoops. Look at that, I managed to do it again. And then explosive, we could Tech 2 as well, I guess. I wonder. That was probably a bad idea. Let's do this. And the reactive. No, wait. Wow. Interesting. We'll keep the explosive. We'll just Tech to it. What am I doing? Rig. Not shield erst. Armor. Wait, why is it 99 now? What did I just do? Huh? Okay, what did I just do? Oh my god. Good morning, Erst. Okay, cool stuff. Let's try this again. Those were resists I just put in, not the armor pumps, actually. I'm an idiot. So I guess 3 armor pumps are going to be better no matter what. Armor repairs. Rig. Erst, rig. Rig. Medium. And whatever gives me more HP. That one. That one. And we're going to put this. So now I have 133, 135. Yeah, now it's 62 mil. Fair enough. You sent me a fit on Discord. On Discord? Why would you... Like a screenshot of something? You have... Wow, you put lasers in. Your fit looks like... mine. Your fit looks exactly like mine, except you got the Imperials here instead of the Tech 2s, which have the same stats, just less CPU. Since I'm not putting laser on it, I'm good. Thank you. I'm confirmed in this fit right now. Very unlikely to see 50 NATOs. Keep in mind, we are having 150 political favors in cargo hold. That's what the fit is for, not more. Wait, now I need to be on Dixie, not Blamestone. Oh, let's pick up the ships and then we will... Oof, which one was that? The one at 50. Okay. Repair drones. You can't repair yourself. How many catalysts do you need? Yeah, you do the math now. What's the Dixie in terms of security status? I don't know that. Worst case 0.5 and then it's what, 35 seconds? 0.9. Holy shit. Okay, well, you would need a lot of destroyers to kill this in time. Or how many tornadoes would you need for this? I don't know. 3? Okay, let's get this. Copy to clipboard. Do I have ESC on this? Yeah. Oh no, wait. I want to bring these guys. Do I have implants here? No. Okay. I just want to bring all the dragoons into the same station over to the Dixie, and then we'll buy a molar. It takes 14 NATOs. Okay, well, sure, I'm willing to trade 150 political favors and this ship to 14 NATOs. I'll take that one. All right, everybody is here, right? Yep, cool. Brick, safe. So Taboo is trying to find Choi in the game again after being dormant for a long time, but you lost your old account. I mean, if you know anything like, you know, name of the account with the email address, you will probably get helped, Taboo. If you don't have access to the original email address anymore, that might be a bit of a tricky situation though. Good luck. You fitted a 500k EHP Nighthawk. Alright. Yeah, most of my tunes will not have the skills for that. We'll stay with the Mauler. Noses works well as well, yep. A 1 million Scorpion Navy. Alright, let's have it. Is it worth to trade it? How much will you lose if you dump it on the market? So I'm trying to get my events completed. I want to get the 4 presidential favors. Oh, what happened? I want to get these 4 6 tunes. That's another 6 officer modules. And yeah, therefore I will dump some of these points into event progression. Trade quest, yeah, but only once. And then we'll see. What I figure out is the second least painful thing to do. Are the drones worth it? Probably not right now. They guarantee officer loot in there? Yeah, Memtest. You can choose between a expanded cargo hull, expanded probe launcher, a nanofiber, or a guidance disruptor. Each one costs 4 presidential favors. Takes 3 hours to run 3 sets of Galenti Soft Enforcer career agents, which gives you around 800 points on the track. Per character. Box paradox, right? I worry about parallelizing this stuff without paralyzing myself. It's too late? Not really, mem test. If you progress, yeah, the trading, and then the trail, campaign trail, maybe do some hacking. You can progress the track pretty quickly. And you're not only getting presidential favors for completing the track. So here you get 4, but for each of these things, which initially, well, if you do each of these things for the first time, like the 5 steps in Galente security missions or factional warfare, or the trading, or the exploration, or the campaign trail, or the home fronts, or the drone fabricator things, or the mining thing, you will also get a presidential favor for completing the 5th step for the first time. What range do you need to be able to trade? I think it was 2.5 kilometers. Narisco. Okay, we're here. Let's buy a Molar. Let's hope the Dixie has it. Oof, 76 mil. Do I have that ISK? Oh my god, I'm lacking like 70,000 ISK. Alright, we can do that. Which one is this? Australia. Need money. Give me ship. Okay, so I'm gonna warp to how can I get to 0 again? I actually don't care which one. I'm just gonna buy some drones. Wait, I need 150 political favor. Let's claim all these items. Redeem to current station. Don't make a stupid mistake there. Cool. Stack. I need 150 of these. Now let's just warp. Your simulation says I can get another 963 EHP with a layered energized membrane. Okay. Yeah, that's less than 1%. Thank you though. P9. We are undocking now. Let's warp to, I don't know. I want to buy from, I'm going to buy from Tenzin because first I'm going to warp to 0 and then we'll check the angle to see from where we can warp at 30 to get to 0. So I don't have to actually move. Does heating the reactive make it faster? I think it does. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so if we warp, yeah, we would just warp from any of these gates at 30 and we should be in trade range, right? Let's do that. I see a catalyst. Okay, I need that thing here. Two trades claim, 4 trades claim, 6, 8, 10, something like this. The catalysts are there to snack on the poor herons. All right, let's warp to 30 from here. Within 30. Do you want me to trade in your political favors? Felix, I'm busy. Cheers. Felix in English, I reckon. Maybe later this week. For now, I'm not a trade-in service. Also, I wouldn't want to pay any collateral. Okay, this looks good. You land right on top of it. Still, like, you're not going to bump anything if you want to warp off. Pretty good. Okay. So I'm gonna buy the cheapest stuff, which is the one for 5. Okay. I can get 2, right, to complete the thing? Or do I have to do 2 single ones? Let's see, trade items. Don't trade too fast. You need to do it one by one? You can do okay, I'm doing multiples. Let's try. So, 2. Yes. And that did complete the thing. So, you can do this like that. Claim reward. Next trade is going to be... We'll just wait for the interface. Next trade is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trade. Yes. And claim. Is my tank even on? Good point. Thank you. The next one is... How many trades? 6. Can I scroll? Oh, you can scroll this. Nice. I mean, most of my tank is passive. So, no worries. The next one's going to be 8. Right? Yes. Trade. Done. And the last one will be 10. 10. Boom. Wonderful. And whoa, we got the campaign boss. And now it's... Yeah, it's 20 per 4. Not worth it. So wait, it was not 500 we just got. It was more like 200 something. How many track points did I get for that sequence? 250, right? Not 500. I mean, okay. We got the campaign bus, plus another 100 political favor. Okay. I need 500 points still. I mean, availability-wise, it's probably the security missions. Faction warfare I could do in a team, though. I guess faction warfare is the fastest. Not kidding. You're talking faction warfare, Nemesis? Level 1 missions. Yeah, but I can't do that in parallel with faction warfare. I could just... How many can you put in one of these sites? How many will get completion? Faction warfare gives 500. Yeah, and I can do it in parallel. I can just bring 6 in a fleet and defend the complex. It will count for all 6 of them, right? The track get expanded. Yeah, we got 500 more points to do. Okay, so I guess this is the way. We'll try some faction warfare. That's gonna be good. 2 questions about faction warfare. How many can you put in a plex? I don't know, Brain. But a 6 is certainly possible, I reckon. Wrecking Empire rep for seasonal tracks. Is that gonna wreck your Empire rep? I versus Cake? I mean, the reactive is going to just even out your resistances, so it still does help a bit, I guess. They removed the rep decrease as of recently. So yeah, it shouldn't be an issue actually. Well, you know what? We'll find out. But now I'm gonna go give this vessel to the next tune. Urschlag is gonna do this thing. So Urschlag needs some political favors. I could probably claim some other things as well. No, not there. Oh, Jesus. Don't do stupid. For Tenzin, by the way. That's important. I'll maybe get these out. Leave ship. And we will hand it to Erstschlag. Rinse, repeat. Do you have 9 characters for Moreau? Oh no. Number white is offsetting Erst's efforts. That's not okay. Okay, which gate was it again? Atenard, right? I forgot. Well, let's try. Also maybe with modules on this time. Number white wondering what actually is taken into account, the candidate selection or points earned. I hope it's points earned, number white. Oh, did I? That was the wrong gate. Wait, damn. Botane, okay, B. Botane gate. Botane, Erst, Botane. So it's the reward track, is what Convict said. But it's not 100% confirmed. It has to be the points we collect in the track. Otherwise, I'm going to be deeply disappointed. Also, how's that? Atioth. 400 undocked. It's probably at like 800 right now. There's some movement going on. Are those the pandas coming down? Maybe. Thought I already warped. Apparently not.
Drive active.
Camgirl was told it was when you used the favors to buy things. Is this how it counts? Oh no, I hope not. It has to be the reward progress. Otherwise, you would have to be, you know, you would have to make a decision based on which items you want, and then you would have to support whatever candidate has the items you want. That would be dumb. All right, let's do it again. Drones. Let's unfold this. Did I already do some trading here? No. 2. Mine. Next is 4. Let's wait for the... There we go. The widget to update. Oh, it already updated. Okay, that was it. Tell us what I really think. Sorry, about what? I lost context. So for the event extension, the things we get to finish the track, I do not think I'm gonna omega my alphas for the 3 days to try to do this. I don't think it's worth it. That's me not holding back, but I already said that actually. Can you buy the number you need for progress in one go? Yeah, that's what I just did. So first I got a batch of 2, then a batch of 4, then 6, then 8, then 10. Works that way. All right, next one is going to be this guy. I mean, I could just buy more molars and then parallelize. That being said, why waste the money? I'll have a crap ton of shitty drones here. This one has less EHP because skills suck, but not by a big margin. Those drones are not bad. I mean, okay, the main qualifier is there's a shit ton of them around, so they're bad for ISK purposes. For a while, I guess, you won't really make a lot of money. I have not actually compared the drones. I understand, well, they do E-War and some damage, But if they have the same sort of penalties the E-war drones have, as in, you know, a slow and a huge signature and whatnot, I don't see them being any good. I haven't checked if it's that way though. Maybe it isn't. In 10 years from now, it might be worthwhile. Collector's item. Won't there be another Galenti election next year though, Genera? Stinson thinks no. Oh, it's only every 4 years. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Was there Megathrons, Kronos, Tempest? Osprey's on grid, holy shit. Alright, let's go. Why can I not? Oh, I'm an idiot. Jones. Skimmer. 2 skimmers, please. Oh, yes. Oh, it's already there. Damn, I'm seriously slower than the interface. Okay, that one worked as well. Next, we're good. Yeah, it's 250 points for the first run and 1 presidential favor if you do the trading for the first time. That makes it work for me. And I get... Oh, what else? Yeah, the yacht, obviously. And I'm getting closer to another 75,000 skill points. The goal is to get here, though. So faction warfare is probably next. I need a fitting. Somebody said Tristan's. Yeah, Tristan's, why not? These damn Tristans always get in the way of events, right? Or are the solution to it. Remote rep Tristans, I have no idea what the faction warfare meta is right now. What did I want to do? Give the ship to the next one, which is DIYana. Where? There. Do I have the Mauler fit saved? You might need it. You want me to? Okay, wait. Copy the clipboard. Oh no, I'm locked off again. Okay, not really though. Cool. Exclamation mark fit. If you want to grab it. Do you need to complete all challenges, tasks in order to get all officer modules from a single candidate? There's 3 officer modules, meaning you need 12 presidential favors, so completing the track once gives you 1, and then you need another 8. Is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 8, yeah. If you complete all 5 steps of all of these 8 things, you get another 8 in total, plus the 4 at the end of the track. That means you can get all with one tune. It's possible. But how are you gonna complete, let's say, I would actually say the hardest one to complete is this, the rampant drone fabricator. Because you will have to fight a lot of these in low sec, null sec, wormhole space, low sec, wormhole space of Parchment. Good luck. I mean, I managed to do it, but it was crazy hard. And if you do it together in a group, you will not continue or progress this fast, because you have to be the one that actually kills the thing, the rat. Otherwise, it doesn't count. The trade route does not. Everything gives you a presidential favor for the first time you're doing it. All of them. The only different thing is kind of the trading does not give you political favor ever. That's the difference. No matter if you're doing it the first time or repeat. Well, on repeat, you won't get political favor anyways anymore. Okay. What's my status? Rick Muller, check. I need to get these. Whoop, whoop. And that one, right? To this station. They have different drones, yeah. Rhodey. But I'm gonna buy Tenzin because that's what I do. Full stop. Don't want that dirty Moreau stuff. How to finish it on faction warfare? That's what we will find out next, Mr. J. Balesong. Because it seems the thing you can do in parallel the easiest. However, on stream, we all know what's going to happen. But at least, you know, we'll figure it out for you. I probably won't be able to do it. Unless... Is there a limit for fleet participants who run one site? And what would that limit be? Yeah, that would be the idea. You think 10 with a mission? There's a limit in terms of LP payout. Yeah, it's about the completion of the site. If it triggers for everybody, no matter how many are there. No, the Moros is not blown up yet, Salatra. I was sort of focusing for the event for a bit. Didn't have time to do that. Join tutors though this weekend. We are going to support somebody. Oh, my day is fine, Ablaze. How's yours? Welcome. Sorry, I'm a bit late with reacting to that one. Alright, are we good? Yes. Drones, skimmer. 2. Go. I'm talking about the faction warfare, Mad Cat. How many can you complete per site? Because that seems to be the easiest way to continue for me now. Oh, wrong button. 8 is next. And 10. Yeehaw. Back to station. I will. What do these drones even do? I'll have a lot of skimmers. Skimmers are doing a target painting. That's probably the dumbest drone. Target painting. Yay. How much? Signature radius modifier 4%. Is there going to be a diminishing return with this? Exclamation mark wiki in Norizo if you're looking for info. How much were the web drones? Same. You mean how much effect? I have no idea. Okay, last but not least, who is this guy? Home Trucker. Where's the molar? Oh, here. Yeah, they are 5 each. The small drones are 5 each. Web drones are not in the shops, only in the drone site. Okay, which ones are you can buy then? What E-war type? Sensor damp, target painting, and tracking disruption. Okay. The newt ones could actually be really annoying, right? Yeah. Would the new drones work with the home front? That is a really good question, Nemesis. Damn. I'ma buy nuding drones. Oh no, wait, you can't. The nuding ones only drop, right? Aren't drones attacked? Yeah, only if there's vessels. You kill them and then it's gonna take a while till the next spawn. And if you're fast enough, you might not even see it. Interesting question. Let's go. So they do work in home fronts, nice. I mean, they would probably... You would need to run other drones, though, to kill the rats first. I doubt that the war drones are going to tank very well. Yeah, you have to swap them all the time. There you go. Probably doesn't do as much as you would want it to. Plus, you couldn't really do drone bunnying this way. You would have to control each set because you want them on different targets. Yeah, nah, probably a bad idea. I mean, yeah, it works, but don't think it's gonna actually make it easier. Too fiddly, from what I can tell. Okay, so what's the difference between... Okay, this guy needs 200 points, and yeah, I need another 500 for the others. Which would be the faction warfare thing. Yeah, I think we'll look into that. I think they're doing 2 different damage types, Rody. Am I correct? Let's look at the skimmer. What does the skimmer do? Yeah, skimmer does EM, thermal. I guess the bigger versions here will do the same thing. And where is it? Yeah. So the one from Tenzin is doing EM thermal. What about the others? All the same? Just okay. No, I mean from the other candidates. Are they also doing EM thermal? Seems to be the same thing. Okay. They have no shield buffer. Yeah, then it's not really good for situations where there's thrown aggro. I mean, they have to go down quickly, right? You need to give your opponent a chance to remove this dirty Ewar shit, right? Cheers, Zinatzer. Doing fine. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Progressing event tracks like a madman. I think I can do the same thing for all my... Am I gonna do the alphas? I'll have to do the math. Okay, and that was it. Next up, I need a reasonable Tristan fit for faction warfare. Let's see if there's a community fitting actually in that regard. Tristan. Faction warfare PvP Tristan from iBeast. I mean, that's gonna work. That's gonna suck for whoever is gonna face these. It's a lot of neuting if you have like 6 of them. Thanks for the follow. Patch Old School, welcome. Shall we run these? Does that make any sense? I wish they were sub 3 to not get caught on the gate, but here's the thing. This is a, if you pilot them, you know, if you pilot one of them, I would need a setup that is good for multi-boxing, which this one here wouldn't be. I would probably fit these for fast bail and drone damage. Yeah, I wouldn't set this up for fighting. I would set this up for just running the site quickly, as in, or also bailing quickly. So, what would we do with this? Afterburner is probably a fair assumption. We don't need this. We don't need that. We are probably not going to do this. Ansel might be super annoying. Let's just get a Tech 2. Something cheap. You would do shield buffer? Oh yeah, you want to have damage, right? Maybe I'll keep some of the speed, but shield buffer sounds like an interesting thing to do. What is this? Bulkhead? Bulkhead? Yeah, not bulkheads. Okay, I'll keep 2 modules maybe. The way this looks. What do we have? Okay. How many can I launch? 5. Is there drone aggro in these? Yeah, we might change this for nano later, but do you get drone aggro from rats in faction warfare sites? I don't think I've heard that. Let's see. If there's no drone aggro, we can just bring Tech 2. A bunch of hobgoblins. No drone aggro. Okay, 5 hobgoblins it is. And then we want to get sub 3 align. Maybe, can we get sub 2? That'd be glorious. Somewhat doubt it though. What am I doing? I would prefer nanofibers if I somehow... Nah, I don't know. Nah. That's weird. Okay, I'll try something. How about nanofibers? I want to get it sub 2. I think this is a goal. These 2, and then... it's probably not going to be enough. You completed with 5 Tristans twice. No drone aggro. Okay, Rain, thanks for letting us know. How about a Hicks? Not a Hicks. Low friction nozzle. Yeah, that's not good enough. No AB needed. Sub 2 sec is a waste of DPS. You don't need an afterburner. I mean, if you are sub 2 sec, you don't need an afterburner to crash gate. Yeah, so you don't need it for multiple reasons. So let's make it sub 3. Wait, can we make it sub 3 just with a poly? Yes. Holy shit, look at that. Perfect. So sub 3, check. And the rest is damage. And then some buffer with a shield, right? Although 3 DDAs, that's... Diminishing returns is probably not worth that module. Let's put a damage control in. Smart bombs and stuff, right? Now we need some... Yeah, I'll be toasted till I crash gate, most likely. So we have a... We're gonna go passive, but... Multi-spectrum, obviously. Ooh. And shield extenders, shall we? Can we do a medium? Oof. Sort of. What about the other one? Shield rechargers are gonna cost too much on CPU. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's dumb. But I guess... Yeah, actually, that works. Recharger or extender. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's gonna work. Is it doing the line in faction warfare? Yeah, so... here, buffer, check. Damage, check. Now I have 2 rig slots still left. What am I gonna do? The war is not gonna be over for a while, Memphis. Has some more movement actually happened? I know that's docked. Is this the pandas waiting there? Average pilots in space. Oof. Are the pandas moving right now? Towards Atioth? Is that what's happening? Who knows? Oh wait, it's goons going the other way. Reffing keep stars along the way. Okay, makes sense. Thanks for the follow. Tim Allen. Alright, so I would just, I don't know, give it more... HP, right? I don't think specific resists are gonna be better than extending the shields, right? Shield extender. How much are tech 2s are a bit pricey. Yeah, we get some more shield hit points. You love your tie-dye fights, absolutely. And welcome in indeed. Alright, so that one needs to be Tech 2 to be sub 3. These, yeah. We can't really save much here. Compact is cheaper than Rest. Is it? Which one's cheaper? Restraint is actually cheaper. Maybe I can use a restraint. I can. So we're down to 10 million a pop, including drones. I need something for the drone bunnying though. So at least one of them needs a thing. Civilian something, right? Not a civilian miner. How are the civilian weapons called? Are they even here in the fitting window? Maybe. I have no CPU left. Yeah, we'll make it work. Somehow. Is there a civilian laser here? A miner is fine. I don't think I can find them here, right? Oh wait, they're not called civilian. How are they called, the weapons? I forgot. Missile launcher is here. Where are the turret ones? Yeah, they're not here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How do you find these modules? Board your Corvette. Yeah, then my fit is gone. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna copy this to clipboard. Let's board a Corvette. Hello, Seymour. How's it going? Welcome. It's called civilian. Okay. Let's put that there. Oh yeah, safe state would have helped as well. Can we put a civilian Gatling laser in? Almost. How are we going to make this? Yeah, it's going to be compact then. Actually, only on the drone bunny. The other guy doesn't need this. All right. Drone bunny needs this. The other guys needs can go for the 2 million. It's cheaper. Oh, set up. Oh god. Yeah, we don't need this either. Greetings, kitten. How's it going? So this is it. Halls and fits. We're gonna save this as election faction warfare. Safe. All right, where is... I probably have to enlist for this, right? Oh, fuck. I don't remember how this works. Where would you go for this? Activities. Factional warfare. Yeah, I know. So Envoy, I will not... I will leave them as soon as I am done, right? I try to do this in one session. Where am I right now? In relation to faction warfare. I don't see Dixie on this map. I have no clue. How many jumps? 7. 10. Yeah, I guess the closest would be... Wait, what's that? 8. Okay, 7 is the closest I can do. From the Dixie, and then we would be... What is this? Kaldari State. Would I go defense or would I go offense? I think I would join the Dixie, right? Galenti, obviously, because I'm in Galenti space. Yeah, what else would I join? Otherwise, I will be a target, right? When I roam around the Dixie. Yeah, so I would have to enlist with... How do you do that? Enlist with Galenti. Open faction selection. Empire. Galenti. What are the consequences? How quickly can I leave again? Probably instantly, right? Yeah, you would have to join Galenti anyways, right? There's no other way to do this. Good point. You can leave immediately. Okay, cool. So I know roughly the plan. However, my time for today is coming to an end. Let's see what I will do next. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you are having a good Thursday. A late stream today, not on Thursday, no, Seth. Oh, again, I mean, I skipped the one yesterday. I don't know, I have to check with wife, Seth. So after you retire, you have a cooldown of 24 before you can rejoin. Okay, but you can leave immediately if you are in faction warfare. Good to know. Okay, let me double check. Ooh, thanks for using code erst on Marquee Store. Let me add this. I owe you 260 million isk. The way it looks like. So I would expect... Yeah, I'll try some faction warfare tomorrow. From downtime or a little bit before that. Yeah, most likely early stream with Albion and then Eve. And a late stream on Friday, that's tomorrow. The plan is to launch from Luminaire and do the event, the campaign trail. So if you want to do the campaign trail without having to worry about smart bombs, basically, you can join the fleet in a shuttle. I will be in a shuttle, everybody will be in a shuttle. So tomorrow, Friday, 16:30 Eve time, that's 4:30 p.m. Eve time, we will be launching from Luminaire, whoever wants to join, and I will just use my bookmarks to warp from, you know, we jump a gate. In high sec, we go gate, obviously. And then if we're in low sec or null sec, we will go from gate to bookmark to gate to bookmark to gate to bookmark and so on. There's no SRP, you have to pay for your shuttle. Only shuttles will be accepted in the fleet. You do not bring a shuttle, you will not be in the fleet. It will likely take... How long is it gonna take? 2.5 hours to complete the whole thing? Roughly. Only if you want to bring leopards, that's on you. No, Lincoln. That's the whole only in shuttle parts part. If you do not bring a shuttle, I will not let you in the fleet. And if I see you not in the shuttle, I will boot you from the fleet. That's the thing, Emotional. It won't. I carefully got the pings aligned in a way that it makes no sense to put your smart bomber there. We will... I don't want to say I guarantee you, but it's very unlikely that we will get caught in a smart bomb. We shouldn't. Otherwise, blame Erst, right? Make sure you don't have a clone. That matters to you. Wait, ISK. We want to do an ISK giveaway. Exclamation mark raffle, 260 million. It is. Good luck. High grade amulet. Alright, let's quit some accounts. Oh, well, close them, not quit them. 20-ish more seconds. To go. Yesterday I raided Pando, right? So let's go to Monkey today. He's live as well. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good luck. You got caught by the delay. No, Tenor H. Damn. The winner is Equisian. Are you there? Equisian is there. In-game name check. 260 mil. Coming your way. Courtesy of Coderst. If you want to bump that number up for next time. There's the info. StoryOfOnline.com or Marquee Store. Coderst. Translates into, at the end of the day, giveaways. And it supports the channel significantly. Thanks for that. You guys rock. Next up is one crazy monkey doing something. And I'll see you as soon as tomorrow early with probably Albion. Then Eve, Faction Warfare somehow. And then we'll see where the day goes. That's it. You guys take care. Fly safe. Did I send the ESC? Yes, I did it. Bye.
Wiggle, wiggle.